Chapter 4, Part 5 is all about smog. So there's two kinds of smog. There's industrial smog and photochemical smog. And industrial smog comes from the combustion of coal and oil and other different kinds of industries. Photochemical smog is smog that's formed when light from the sunlight, reacts with different pollutants and creates different kinds of other pollutants. It's kind of crazy. So again, you have certain pollutants, light hits those pollutants, and it causes different pollutants. With smog, you often get what's known as a thermal inversion. Typically, pollutants get trapped in air that gets heated up near the surface, and that warm air takes the pollutants up into the atmosphere, and this disperses them. They're just gone. You don't really need to worry about them too much. However, with a thermal inversion, there's a layer, a stationary warm layer on top of a cooler, denser layer. So what happens is the pollutants get trapped in this cooler, denser area near the Earth's surface, and that reduces our visibility and creates a higher AGI, air quality index. Did I say AGI? AQI, air quality index. There we go, air quality index. Industrial smog is characterized by the presence of smoke, fog, sulfur dioxide, and particulate matter such as ash and soot. Again, the main culprits for industrial smog are coal and electric power plants, but numerous other industries can cause industrial smog. So as you drive around and you see all these smokestacks with different gases being exhausted, this is the cause for industrial smog. One of the main culprits in industrial smog is sulfur dioxide. So sulfur dioxide increases aerosol formation. What that does is that mixes in with aerosol, which greatly reduces visibility, and can also create changes in regional climate. Sulfur dioxide can also produce sulfuric acid, which is not good and can cause acid rain. Again, sulfur dioxide is also very harmful for people who have asthma or emphysema. Effects of industrial smog, again, fly ash causes respiratory problems in animals and humans. Where do you find fly ash? That is very common in coal burning power plants. A long time ago, Mr. Niehaus and I took a field trip to a coal burning power plant, and there was they talked about the fly ash and how they try to capture that, but fly ash is often, a major culprit in terms of pollution. Small particles, as in less than 10 micrometers in diameter, cause respiratory and heart problems. So industrial smog can cause 60,000 premature deaths a year in the United States. It's crazy. And again, these sulfur oxides and sulfuric acid, they mix with our rain, and it creates acid rain, which ruins plants. It hurts plants. A crazy thing occurred for 5 days in London. There was an industrial smog and a temperature inversion, a thermal inversion, and it killed 4,000 people along the valley of Thames River. So in London, because of this massive amount of pollution and thermal inversion, 4,000 people died. Photochemical smog is caused when light initiates chemical reactions to produce irritating pollutants. Automobiles, the exhaust from that is direct or indirect source of many components for photochemical smog. Okay, this because again, the exhaust from automobiles contains nitrogen oxides, ozone, oxygenated and ozonated hydrocarbons, organic peroxide, which is a severe irritant to humans. It just causes numerous problems. So I wanted to get to that real quick. Here it is. Photodissociation, which is the decomposition of a reactant caused by energy of light. This is, again, the photochemical smog. What happens is, take nitrogen dioxide, for example. Light hits this nitrogen dioxide and creates nitrogen monoxide and an oxygen atom. This oxygen atom will react with a molecule of oxygen, and then it makes ozone. And again, ozone is good for us in the stratosphere because it absorbs UV light and protects us, but when ozone is in the troposphere, it acts as a pollutant, which is not good. Talking about primary and secondary pollutants, so again, that's just kind of like what this is. This is a primary pollutant, and it causes secondary pollutants. So a primary pollutant is emitted directly into the atmosphere, and a secondary pollutant is formed by a chemical reaction in the atmosphere, aka by photochemical smog. And that's everything to do. Oh, there's one more thing. This is talking about the concentrations of different kinds of pollutants at different times of day. So you notice that during the morning rush hour, there's high levels of hydrocarbon pollutants and nitrogen dioxide pollutants. And that's everything about smog.